All right, so made a stop on my trip back home from Georgia through North Carolina back to Raleigh area. This right here is the Point Lookout Trail. I have taken it from the top, which is like a big downhill, very scenic. This time I'm going from the bottom, going up, and then I'll be able to do the downhill return. So it's going to be super exciting. It doesn't seem very crowded. I'm the only car here, so maybe it's too hot for a lot of other folks, or maybe they rode in the morning. Anyway, it's looking good for a OneWheel. All right, I'm inside the gate, about to go up to Ridgecrest on the Fonta Flora State Trail. So far on the start, we've gotten a really nice little wooded area, and in the heart of August, heating, very hot weather, it's super refreshing in here. This shade is just absolutely delicious. And so we're sort of going around this valley, and I can tell we're doing a decent climb, but it's quite manageable, quite easy to ride, and I couldn't see this being a challenge for like a OneWheel XR. Like, this is very XR friendly, like unmodified XR. The best thing about it, the reason I did this from the bottom is because I wanted to get regen on the way down, and like the other way, it would have been all downhill. So wouldn't have been able to get down really on a fully charged OneWheel. So far so good. Getting to the views, getting to Point Lookout in a little while, and I'll check back in. I would say this wouldn't be one I wouldn't want to do at crazy breakneck speed, because it does wind back and forth so much that you'd have to really look out for anybody coming your way. And it's pretty heavily frequented by bikers and stuff, and walkers. So you'd have to look out. And the pavement isn't uniformly great all the time. So you gotta kind of watch yourself. But man, can you believe this? We, I think, are about to get into more of a clearing. As you can see the sunlight up ahead. And well, let's take a look when we get up there. Getting closer and closer to Point Lookout as we go. What I'm liking about this is it's basically a greenway in the mountains. It combines the kind of ease of a paved trail. It's in good condition with lots of the shade you would have on a greenway, and just the scenic views. All right, and coming up on a nice view. This is Point Lookout here. Gorgeous day, gorgeous day. All around, give you a view. This is the famous Point Lookout flagpole. All right, and as I pull away from Point Lookout, we just see some of the stunning views that really made me want to do this in the first place. Very scenic, very scenic. I imagine it'd be a terrific fall ride. All right, and anyway, the next bit is this old railway tunnel that is super cool to look at. Can you imagine being on an old-time locomotive going through this? I don't even know if it's in use anymore, but it's just a really cool sight to see. All right, and here I am. This ride actually goes pretty quick if you start from Old Fort to go up to Ridgecrest, because I'm actually already close to the beginning at the other end, at the top. The other end of the trail right here. Fonta Flora. Here we are. And up here, there's kind of a pull off the road sort of parking area. And gotta sign off maybe for a minute. Now we go back Fonta Flora to Old Fort. So I started off with, I think I was at a 90% charge. Now I'm at 52. It was all uphill. And I'm 205 pounds approximately. And I've got 52% left. Did I say that? 90 to 52. So also I want to see how much I regen on this particular type of grade. I'm not sure what the level of grade of this thing is, but I'll see what I get at the other end. This gives you a pretty nice view, I think, of the grade that we're talking about and some of the paving characteristics and general fun. They do say to watch out for the odd rattlesnake here and there along this route, so I am on the lookout. And I think we're almost back at that clearing where we can see our railway tunnel. So I'll try to capture that in 1 second. There we go. See it back there? Railway tunnel. Pretty cool. Fonta Flora, baby. It's kind of an awesome feeling to be so close to the edge of these really steep embankments and just sort of sailing on by. Looking way, way down. I'm in the middle of these tall trees and I'm looking way, way down. They go down a long way. Very cool. One note before I forget to talk about it. I'm on my stock treaded tire on the GT, which I actually really like this tire. I could have probably done it on the Street Pro for sure, no problem. Just didn't, just felt like trying, doing this one today. Also, tire's pretty low PSI, so that had a lot to do with it. So all things considered, just maybe think about relative PSI from top to bottom. I think it's going to be the most illuminating. Anyway, end of data dump. And so far, given the steepness of this going down, the grade or whatever you want to call it, it is pure regen. So I am net positive on battery going down. So I'll probably hit 60 at least by the bottom. So that's pretty neat. Thank you, gravity. All right, maybe a little more decent video on the way to the bottom. Back to Old Fort. Hey, y'all. Yeah, no doubt. This is OneWheel approved, man. Very fun. I'm sure other PEVs would have fun with this too. I think I mentioned earlier, I don't know if I did, but I did try it the first time on an e-skate and it was quite good, but I also started from the top, so I was having to run it out and come back and didn't really know the route too well, but it was very fun on an e-skate. But I feel it's even smoother on the big old tire of the OneWheel. And I'm sure EUCs would love this as well. Or as I like to call them, the other OneWheel. There we go, Hard Mountain Trail. No e-bikes. They didn't say no OneWheels, you guys. They didn't say that. Yep, and just as I was thinking, I am back. There's our sign that we started at. Here's our Fonta Flora. And this is the little Baptist church that they've got a little small Baptist church here in a parking lot, and I thank them for their wonderful hospitality to me. All right. And that's that. All right, review time. This was cool. I want to say, and I'll get you my battery in a second, but this wasn't even that long. But it was great. It's like if you're in the Asheville area going somewhere, like you're on a road trip and you want to take an hour-ish, this is your ride. This is fun. And I think if you wanted a longer ride, you can go into Old Fort. You can bomb around Ridgecrest. Like either way, either end of this, there's more stuff to do. So, thumbs up. All right, let me check my battery. All right, last battery check, I got to 55. So I was 52 at the top of it, and then went down and regened completely, and then net 3. So, fun ride. Enjoy it. Hope you get a chance to try it too.